back in the Deku Tree. We forgot a few things. Person in the Sand Castle asked me to show off some of the dick things that happen in the Deku Tree. This is one of them. The keys go set themselves on fire, burn your shield away. But luckily, there's a way to get that back. You just kind of have to go into a hole. There's a Deku Scrub, I guess, on the other side, who will sell you a new shield. For very cheap.
Cheap's very cheap.
You'll see in a second. It's only 50 rupees, you know.
That doesn't seem cheap.
Yeah, luckily that's all a dream.
Wait, what?
That never happened, it's fine. We're leaving, goodbye.
So no, yeah, because you only had 4 rupees, didn't you? You still do.
Yeah. So, we're supposed to go into that hole over there. That's the natural progression path, but...
Wait, it wasn't... So was the whole Deku Tree wasn't... That wasn't a dream, was it? It wasn't? What?
No, that whole section was a dream that I just put in. Quote unquote.
The whole Deku Tree section, or just that little piece there?
Just that little piece there, just something to show off.
Oh, okay. But that was just in the Deku Tree?
Yep. So, what do you think about Zora's River?
No. I think anything with water in a video game is usually terrible.
Oh, okay. It's fine, we're going there.
Alright.
We just jump through walls and everything, it's fine.
Yeah, I see that. Now, is this a glitch that you went through, or is this intended?
That is a bit of a sequence break. It's because of the water there and how the textures collide with one another, so you can just kind of jump slash, and because you hit the water in a certain way, it pushes you into the wall.
Okay, so basically you just move through the wall.
So all loading zones in this game, they all extend upwards infinitely unless they cut them off at a certain point. So they have a certain bottom to them, and then they have no top, pretty much, unless the developers cut it off at a certain point so you don't end up going into a zone that you're not supposed to, unintentionally. So that's why we can just kind of swim on top of the water and just go straight into the next zone. Because normally you're just supposed to swim downwards into the hole. And we have to collect some magic beans. We're not getting very many right now, but we need them for later. Need is a strong word, but we want them for later.
Those some ugly ass beans.
Yeah.
Would not eat.
They're colorful at least.
That's a problem, like...
That's the problem?
I think multicolored vegetables usually end up killing you.
Being more delicious.
Like, carrots are all one color. Like, a pepper is all one color. I can't think of any vegetables that are, like, really multicolored.
Probably for good reasons.
I guess corn. There's that one type of corn that's got the multicolored, and that's okay, I guess.
Do you think the corn is the same as the beans then?
Yeah, I guess, you know, it's magic corn. It's Indians.
Magic corn beans.
Native Americans had magic corn. It's pretty normal. So the day-night cycle in this game, is this,
It only happens outside, pretty much. Outside of cities. Also, we're taking this chicken, we're going places.
Oh, it's a dark cave they got chicken into.
So what happened there is we pretty much jumped behind the waterfall, because normally it's just a sheer wall. But with the chicken, you can just float right past it. Otherwise, you're supposed to play Zelda's Lullaby to get in there. Now the other problem is we kind of need some money, because we didn't get enough. There's a bunch of things here that are too expensive. We're leaving.
You didn't even look.
We looked visually.
Oh god, I have a feeling I know what you're gonna do.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, I thought you were gonna smash pots for like 5 minutes.
Oh no, we only need 20.
I like how you know exactly how much you need.
There's this guy. All of his butt goes through all of the water that we drink. It's kind of awful. doing this little mini game now. The reward from this is being able to dive further, which lets us go and dive into the cave just to the left there. The reason why we want to do this is it'll get us to Lake Hylia faster. I shouldn't say faster, but with more things.
Man, you're really crushing this minigame.
It's possible to do it in like 2 dives or something like that, or 1 if you're incredibly lucky. But where the rupees go is completely random.
Oh. Can you imagine how much we would not know about human history if everybody's went around smashing clay pots like you do?
Well, those priceless Ming vases would be worth more than $20 at a pawn shop at least.
I'm pretty sure it's priceless, it's worth more than $20. It's kind of gross.
We're taking his scales. We can dive a little bit further. But that's all we needed from here for now, so we're leaving. Later.
So the scale's in your inventory, or did you like eat it and like gain his power, or?
It's we're holding it apparently, and that lets us dive further. Maybe we're holding it over our mouth so it lets us breathe air better underwater.
That's gross. That bottle is clearly not empty.
Oh, it's full of a leather.
Yeah.
But the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going fishing. Fishing is great. It's a great thing to do. Nice Sunday afternoon. I've never gone fishing, I have no idea. Except in this video game.
You've never gone fishing?
No, I've never gone fishing.
What?
We understand the controls, so we're not reading any of that.
I guess we is pretty generous. You understand the controls.
Okay, there's a big red B button in the middle of our screen that has a fishing rod on it. If you press it, it makes you fish.
To be fair, I haven't been fishing since I was old enough to drink, so I hear that adds something to it.
Also, kind of the problem here is we need one of those two big fish on the side, but we have to clear out the little fish on the way. This is how real fishing works, I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, in a way.
You clear out all the small fish to be able to get the big fish. So it looks like we're doing awful so far, but this is all part of the plan.
Are you? Do they get spooked and like run away?
If you start reeling in a small fish, the bigger fish get spooked away. Kind of a little problem, but we got one of them. We got one of the two we need.
How do you know this is a big one?
It looks big.
They all look the same to me.
It doesn't look that big to you. How about now? It's about 8 pounds. We can judge that completely with our arm. But now, we're going to be breaking the game a little bit. If you hold Z while in the water, and hold it all the way to talking to this guy, it kind of bugs out and gives us the adult reward instead.
It gives you a what reward?
So we now have the golden scale. Normally you can only get that as adult Link.
Oh.
The child reward is a piece of heart, so we need to catch a bigger fish than the one we just caught to be able to get that.
Would Child Links expect to catch a bigger fish than Adult Link?
Nope. You just have to catch a bigger fish than what the record was previously.
I'm surprised they give you the piece of heart first, though, and then give you the scale.
Nope. Because we glitched it, in the sense. Because of holding Z in the water, I have no idea why this works, but it does. Z targeting all the way there. Well, after swimming.
It's one feisty-ass fish.
Yeah. weighs 10 pounds.
It's a real lunker. Somebody push the lunk alarm.
This is Planet Fishmas. Here's our prize. It's a piece of heart. We never have to go fishing again.
Catch the fish sitting on his desk.
No. That's the record. That's the one we just caught and gave him.
Can you catch it again?
Can we catch it again? Maybe as an adult we could catch it again.
It'd be an old ass fish at that point.
Maybe we'll be back here as an adult. I know something we want to do later on, so... But we'll never need to get another scale again. We've completed that portion of the checklist. It's done. It's gone.
Where's this checklist? It's just in your head, isn't it?
Checklist is collecting every single item. And that is the highest upgrade of the scales, so we've completed that. We're gonna get all 20 pieces of... Oh, piece... 20? I can't remember. I can't word right now. All of the pieces of heart. All of the gold skull tulas.
All the Deku sticks.
All the Deku sticks. You can actually miss an upgrade with Deku sticks. Oh, I forgot to show what the leather read.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Apparently she's inside Lord Jabu Jabu.
Do you think Jabu Jabu regurgitates all the water before it goes past this guy's butt? Also, we are not sitting through a minute of meat. There's no way.
But we're not gonna sit through Mayhem butt walking.
We're not gonna sit through that butt walking, hell no. But, walk?
I don't think we've lived until we've seen at least a good 60 seconds of butt walking.
I checked how long the section I cut out and it was a minute of just that. That is way too much.
I mean, I guess it's not really Nintendo's fault. Cow and Chicken pretty much had an entire character based on that. And people watch that show for some reason.
So now we're collecting another piece of heart. Collected all the things we need out of Zora's Domain for quite a while.
Well, it's called a quarter of heart. There's 4 pieces.
Good question. Why didn't they make them eighths of heart?
No, you're supposed to catch fairies with the bottle, not fish.
No, we need the fish. Don't you know a fish is a musical instrument?
You can tune a piano, but something.
No, fishes are musical instruments. You're about to see this. We have to play a lovely song for this scarecrow, but we don't have an ocarina, so we're gonna play the fish. Oh, so I lied, we're playing the sword. It's a sick ocarina.
Do you have an ocarina or not?
No, we don't. We have the sword instead. We can play our sword anytime we want. The way this works is, if you catch something in your bottle, and then backflip or side hop or anything like that, and then press the bottle button, followed by the thing you want to play, which in this case it'll work with the sword, it'll work with the boomerang, which we don't have yet, it'll work with bombs, etc. Anything that you can hold in your hands, and it'll let you play that as an instrument instead.
I am completely baffled how anybody found that out.
Well, that is probably one of the least obscure things in this game. It's pretty useful because it lets you completely skip all ocarinas. There's other ways of being able to collect songs, but we're not going to be doing that. And talking to this owl, he'll take us back to Hyrule Castle.
Back to Hyrule Castle.
Well, he'll take us there. We've never gone there before.
I'm gonna say. Don't trust an owl.
Never trust owls.
That's what my grandfather said. Right before being murdered by an owl.
Was it as big as this one?
No, it may not have been an owl.
Oh. Was it a griffin?
I don't know.
There's money up here, and we need some money now.
Like, was it actual money or was it invisible money that...
It's invisible money, but it's 20 rupees each. And there is 3 up here, but each jump you can only get to 2 or so. If you don't fall off like me, like a dumb.
Does it keep respawning or is it just one time?
It respawns every time you load the area.
So I thought it just keep going in and out.
Yep. This is probably one of the most efficient places to get rupees. Now everybody else is going to tell you, oh, just go into this room to collect rupees. No, we don't like breaking clay pots. Except for that one. It had 5. And another gold skulltula. I think it's 4 now? 3 or 4 anyways.
Wait, you can only hold 99 rupees?
We can only hold 99 rupees right now.
Because children aren't allowed to have money?
Children aren't allowed to have money. That's all our little baby pockets can hold.
Isn't that like some lawn... Wasn't she like a lawn or something?
Unfortunately, she's not outside. To be able to make her go outside, you have to come back. Get caught by the guards or something like that, and she'll spawn by those vines there. It's kind of annoying, but it's a requirement. And this is the man who describes how time works. I think this owl is actually a wizard. It's a time wizard.
He's a neck yoga wizard. I don't think owls normally turn their heads upside down.
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
So this is Malin. She's our one of our many girlfriends in this game to come. We have to talk to her a few times to be able to collect her egg.
Naps are awesome. Backhand her.
What? That's pretty rude. She gave us a weird egg. Clearly, there's nothing that is important about this item. Not at all.
Here, I've been working really hard to incubate this thing for I don't know how long. I'm just gonna give it to you 2 seconds after meeting it.
Yep. Another gold skulltula. The egg, there's no way it can hatch into a chicken, right?
It might. Maybe it'll hatch into a snake.
It's a snake egg, yeah. It's weird, you know?
Maybe it'll be a griffin.
It could be anything. Any animal you imagine. And now, like you said in the last video, we're collecting all this money and then we're dropping it again. Like that man in the shop just left it there for somebody else to find.
It's a pretty strange method of wealth redistribution.
yours. Now we need this one crate, and just this one crate. Full of goods. I'm assuming it's full of cow. Also, it's an icon of a bull on that box, so...
I think you're supposed to refrigerate cow.
Well, we waited all night to wake this man up.
You couldn't just push him off into the water?
No, unfortunately.
Oh. How'd Mario get in this game?
He jumped his way in, and then he fell asleep. Just like he did in Mario 64 if he left him alone too long. Everyone loves naps in Nintendo. I don't remember Mario having that kind of a run, though. It's pretty manly, if I were to say anything else.
Indeed.
If you only push the box there, and then jump slash at the end of your jump, you don't have to push the second box. But if you leave that area, both of the boxes are going to be there because the trigger for both of them being there is entering that hole.
I see.
Also, we're sneaking by all these men by just jumping.
So you clearly
They can't hear us.
You. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where if you don't, it's like one of those ghosts from Mario. If you don't look at him,
You won't know you're there.
yeah, something like that. I don't think that's exactly how it works, but he's in a hurry.
Yep. One is fast, one is slow. Also, that man's seen us directly, and he's just like, yep, nothing's here, everything's fine.
It's like whatever. It's a kid.
Yep.
The world of Zelda isn't ready for child terrorists.
We don't have bombs yet, so that's probably a good thing. Once we collect bombs, the world of Hyrule will never be the same. You can get to Zelda without the spiritual stone as well. If you tell her no, her reaction does not change. It's like, I am telling the truth. But there's a lot of little scripted events in this game that, regardless of what the actual answer is, it requires you to answer what the game thinks should be correct. And this is just one of those sequence of events.
It's like those games where you play through with the evil ending, and in the sequel you were
good the whole time.
Yeah, it was clearly, yeah, you were good the whole time, except that it just does this from event to event. Doesn't even wait for another game.
But we just met this girl. She's gonna tell us everything, all of her secrets. It's pretty weird. I'm not gonna keep this from everyone, though.
Wow, now you made her mad.
I guess we'll keep it a secret. I mean, who else are we gonna tell? We only have fairy friends anyways.
And maybe that farm girl.
And that farm girl, yeah. It's Saria. We're gonna tell that Mario man. We're gonna tell everyone we know about the Triforce. And this time they didn't collide to make the Triforce, they ran away, and then it just stayed there. Maybe the Deku Tree was lying to us the whole time and how the world was created.
That's grimdark as hell.
It's his interpretation of the scripture of Hyrule. The entrance is sealed with the Door of Time. Unfortunately, there's no way of getting past it at all.
It's a wall called the Door of Time. It's not a door.
It's the Door of Wall Time.
You're gonna get Ocarina anyway, whether you like it or not.
Well, we're gonna get an Ocarina eventually. I have a little thing in the thread. If you
Yes,
care to have the Fairy Ocarina as our final Ocarina, let me know if you want it to be the Ocarina of Time, what we should be getting. I'll have to go and grab the Fairy Ocarina at some point before that.
are you gonna tell us? Are you gonna tell us what they do, or?
They're the exact same, it's just aesthetics. We have to collect the the Ocarina of Time to get the Song of Time. And we're gonna have to get... Well, we never have to actually get the Fairy Ocarina, but we may as well.
It's a pretty strange leap of intuition.
There are only a certain amount of required items in this game. I mean, to beat the game, you only need a bottle.
I don't even know what she's planning yet.
Yeah, maybe she's evil as well, and Ganondorf is a good guy? Surprise twist ending. A Hideo Kojima Zelda.
Oh, and then actually, this is actually a prequel to Dark Souls.
Oh god. Dark Souls is completely connected to Zelda, canonically. Unfortunately, she said she has the Ocarina of Time. I don't think so. I think we actually have it. Also, that letter deleted the chicken we had. I think she just took the chicken from us.
What?
Yep. We still have our fish at least. We still have our one friend. And there's some Mario paintings and stuff in that place. If you shoot it, you get money. But what about the other window? What do you think happens if you shoot the other window?
Guard punches you in the face.
Close. He gives us a bomb. He's a pretty rude dude. Don't cause any trouble, we're gonna kill you now.
Should do that. Children being allowed outside my house.
Throw bombs at children. This is what Zelda has taught me.
And that adventure was called Puberty. Actually, it's like the one thing not in this game. You skip that entirely.
Also, now we have the Ocarina of Time.
Well, that's not how she played it at all.
I just like Link's look here because it's like, holy shit, where the hell did this thing come from? How did I learn how to play this? I don't have this in my inventory.
You do not.
Actually, no, we don't.
He's like, did you watch this before you gave it to me? No, you have Cootie's Link.
Could used to go with your lack of puberty.
Yeah, no, it's a volcano lady.
Death Mountain. All you'll find there is death. And the village, apparently. Someone should talk to the villagers there. Like, I would not be comfortable living in a place that is on the bottom of a place called Death Mountain. That seems messed up. What if that place were to blow?
Honestly, if you go to Google and you type in "why do," one of the first options that comes up is "why do people live near volcanoes?" First time I did that, I was like, Google, I don't know. I never thought to ask that question.